with me here. Uh, uh, so let me share my screen. Hopefully everybody can see this now and uh, kind of what we're doing. So I wanted to welcome you guys to the 25-26 mentor cohort. This is actually our fourth year of doing it. This is our fourth cohort of it. It's been a terrific, I apologize, working with the waiting room as well. Program so far. It's been growing by leaps and bounds. This is our largest group of bronze participants in the history of the program. And we'll touch on that in a little bit, where we had to double up some bronze coaches in order to balance everything out. And it's an incredible member benefit, which is this is something that you only get as part of being an ASCA member. This is something where it's important to remember that you do need to be a member, an active member of ASCA, and that was part of the application process. There were a handful of you guys that were expiring in October at some point. So please most of you guys should be set up for auto renew, but just make sure that your membership has renewed as it goes. And I'll be keeping an eye on that as well. We just want to make sure that we are keeping this internal within the membership category. I appreciate all of you guys being a part of the association. It's fantastic. We're really excited to be expanding this program. We made some adjustments last year, and it is something that I think the changing of the timeline has made things a lot easier. We've shifted things a little bit later. In previous years, up until last year, we were taking applications in July and August, and we were starting things right after World Clinic. We saw that we had a lot of turnover in coaches between seasons. And so we had a lot of coaches who thought they were going to be really excited about doing stuff in June and July. And by the time the next short course season rolled around, they weren't where they were. They weren't in a position where they thought they were going to be. So this has made it so it's been a little bit easier to transition in, and it's really lining up this program with this competitive year. So appreciate you all being a part of the program this year. We've got Jen lined up to be on the mark. She's currently on another call, and I don't think that she's on yet. So we're going to slide her down and keep things moving along here as we talk about program and the different things that are available to us. I'll switch screens here as we do this. You guys should all be seeing the mentor program outline right now. We'll go through this as we do this. So we're going to talk about the coach's responsibilities. So the coaches, as you know, were broken up to three categories: gold, silver, and bronze. And those are based off of years of experience. Now, the years of experience, as were outlined, that's kind of a rough guideline. We did shift a little bit, depending on, in order to kind of balance out the numbers a little bit better, but it kind of gives you an idea of where everything falls in that. And so if you are the gold coach for your group, your job is to serve as the leader of the group and ensure that all the calls and meetings happen and that they're staying organized and on track. We'd like you to connect bronze and silver coaches within your group with at least two other coaches that they can learn from. These would be just trying to expand the younger coaches circle that they can reach out to gain information from. We would like to have you guys connect your coaches with that by your December call. And we want you to be able to offer advice during the group meetings based off of your years of experience. Our silver coaches, you guys are the ones that are in charge of actually setting up the calls. Whether you're doing a group call or a virtual call, Teams meeting, Zoom meeting, whatever, Google Chat, whatever it is that you guys like to use, that you can help get that all set up for everybody. And offer to start the discussions either on the optional prompts that I'll be sending out prior to each month, or you guys might have other things that you want to talk about, and that's okay too. But you're going to kind of help make sure that we get that discussion kicked off. And we'd like you to connect the bronze and gold coach, at least one coach from your circle, to help expand and help them network as well. Again, that's due by our December meeting. Finally, our bronze coaches, you guys will be emailing me each month with a summary after each triad meeting to kind of get all of your thoughts in place and to be able to help me ensure that you guys are holding your meetings. You're going to connect with the coaches that were referred to you by the gold and silver coaches in your group, and make sure that you're speaking up and sharing your point of view so that all the coaches in your group understand the challenges that you're dealing with in your role. And also feel free to brag about your successes, that if things are going well, be out there. Don't be afraid to talk yourself up a little bit. For all of our members, we want you to hold each other accountable. Each coach can learn from others in this group. While we are gold, silver, bronze, it really is a symbiotic group. So you all want to be learning from each other. You know, coaches that have been in the profession for 20, 30, 40 years, their point of view can be a little skewed sometimes and not always see the changes that are coming through that you're seeing in your first 5 to 10 years, and kind of understanding some of the generational changes. So hearing different approaches to some of the same issues that coaches are having is very beneficial for everybody. Make sure that you attend all monthly meetings and actively participate. Follow each other and ASCA on social media. Try to set up in-person meet and greets at swim meets if you're going to be there if you're local to each other. Try to come to in-person clinics, and if you're there, maybe connect with each other. We're going to talk about clinics in a little bit, but connect with each other and see if you're relatively local, if there's a clinic that you can attend and set up an in-person meeting, that would be great. Make sure that you're an active listener, really stay engaged. That can be challenging on these video calls. We're all really busy. I know that it's hard to block off a solid 30, 45, 60 minutes to have a conversation because you're always so focused on that day's workout or the parent emails that are coming in or whatever it is. So try to do your best, though, to remain actively connected. Remember that we want to keep discussions confidential, right? The circle of trust within that. Sometimes you might just need to vent a little bit, but we do want to make sure that we're keeping things productive. But know that you can really be vulnerable in these meetings and discuss in relative detail issues that might be occurring in your program, and know that it's a safe space to have that conversation. Make sure that you share and celebrate successes. We as coaches in general don't like to get on and brag to other coaches about something that's happened within our program. But within our group, that we want to be able to lift each other up and celebrate everybody's successes along the way. That we don't get that enough in our career. So it would be wonderful to be able to have that place where we can, if we achieve a milestone or something in our professional life, in our personal life, anything, discuss it, put it out there, get to celebrate with each other. As I said, let's make sure we're keeping the discussions positive and productive. We all are running through different issues and challenges. You want to make sure that you're putting yourself out there, but try to put out any grievances that you have in a way that it's trying to find a solution, and be open to feedback on different ways to do it. Remember that everyone should contribute to the discussion. It's a collaboration and not a seminar. And while everybody does get busy through the year, please make sure that your group meetings remain a priority on your calendar. If within your group you find that one or two of the coaches are not responding or meetings are falling by the wayside, please reach out to me so that we can address it. What we'll do is the way that it will kind of work. If you, for some reason, you're not hearing from one of the coaches in your group, somebody from that group sends me an email and I'll reach out to that coach that's not responding. We'll give them a couple of days to respond, uh, uh, and make sure that, because a lot of times it's just, you guys know how it is. When we get busy, we put the team first and put our personal professional development second. We'll put it on the back burner. But sometimes when we do that, we let it fall through the cracks. So sometimes it might just be that they need the friendly reminder, hey, make sure you reach out to your group. However, if for whatever reason they've moved on and decide kind of fizzled out, let me know so that we can try to rearrange things and come up with a way to continue to have this be a productive cohort for you guys. That being said, if you know, hey, I my job has changed. We had a coach leave. You know, I my family's moving. So whatever, something happens. If whatever happens, you can't fulfill your commitment to the year, please let me know so that we don't leave the rest of your group hanging. Uh, we want everybody. One of our goals for this year is to really lower the amount of fizzle that we have throughout the year. Uh, we're doing pretty good. We've got about a 75% rate of coaches getting through the whole year. We'd like to keep that number even higher, though, if possible. So our tentative schedule, we've got our kickoff meeting right now. We're talking about that. Your first official group meeting will occur in November. I'll be sending out, generally I send out the prompts for the next month on the last Thursday of the previous month. So you can keep an eye open for that for next week. That should be going out, but you'll be going over introductions, setting up Zoom meeting times for the year. Try to establish a routine for that if possible, but it may not always be possible because of meet schedules and training schedules. Some of you guys are high school coaches. Some of you guys do high school, college, club, various teams. So at different times of year, you've got different commitments, but let's try to keep you guys. It will be easier for you guys if you get on a regular schedule for that, and establish the length of your meetings. Create 3 goals for your group for the year as well. In December, we've got our second meeting. You'll have the optional prompts sent out. By the time you get to this meeting, the gold coaches will be providing 2 names and contacts for the silver and bronze to reach out to. And the silver coaches will provide 1 name to their gold and bronze coaches as well. And bronze coaches, please, as part of your December summary, and I'll send out a reminder for that, please send me those names on that summary. In January, we'll have our 3rd meeting, and this will be our first full program check-in session. So in addition to your group meeting, we're going to have a meeting on January 14th at 1 p.m. And Jeff Raker, who's with Level Up Leadership, helps us out with this. So we'll do a brief check-in with me for like 15 or 20 minutes, and then Jeff generally talks for about 30 to 40 minutes as well on some topic of leadership or something that we find is important. I'm happy to get feedback and ideas of things that you guys as members of the program might want to hear about to help you guys become even stronger in your roles as part of your professional development. This is also your mid-season meet recap with the group, in addition to the prompts that are being sent out. February is a traditional month. Optional, the prompts will be sent out. Same with March. April, we'll have our second check-in with Jeff and the full group. And that will be in addition to those, again, in addition to you having your regular monthly meeting. May is your 7th group meeting, and June is the final group meeting. And then we will set up a wrap-up call towards the end of the month date to be determined on that. And that way you can wrap up for the year and make plans for how you'd like to stay in touch in the summer. And hopefully you'll want to make your way down to Orlando in September for the World Clinic. We have a volunteer lunch at the World Clinic usually. And that's something that all mentors are invited to as we do that. We'll be sending this documentation out to everybody as we go through this. Go back to our agenda here. Actually, before we do that, let me give you a couple of summaries on what we mean by this couple of examples on summaries here. So this is one of the examples that I got because it falls on a spectrum. It can be as simple as this, that just, hey, on the last call we discussed 2 of the 3 prompts that you sent, and we also just talked about the holidays and some of the wearable technology and some of the other technological advances in swim data and collection and analysis. It can be as simple as that. You don't have to go crazy with it. It's pretty simple. And then we've also had people who really like to get very much in depth. This coach every month would send me, this was how they set it up. They had their gold coach and silver coach notes and the things that they did. And then there were a couple of, under the key points, there were a couple of quotes from the talk, and the coach then related it to how, from what they said, to how that impacts them personally as they do it. And then they would put notes down for the next meeting, things that they wanted to get done prior to the next meeting or during the next meeting. So, and that's the other end of the spectrum. So and everything in the middle. There's not one right or wrong way to do it. Please don't not send a summary over because you're worried it's going to be wrong. I'd much rather you send me just a simple note saying, hey, we met, we talked about these topics and it was fantastic. Otherwise, we really want to have it so that you guys really feel engaged and a part of the program. And it's an easy way for us to be able to see that you guys are participating in this as well as we're going through this. So, Kate, yes, we are going to be sharing that template with everybody. All the stuff that I'm showing you guys will be sending out with the video of the call as we're going through this. Back to the agenda. So we went over the roles and responsibilities. So what do we do if you're in a group that has 2 bronze coaches? So basically, it's going to be exactly the same as what we described. The difference really is going to be that the 2 bronze coaches, each of you guys are going to be submitting a summary. And it would be great for the bronze coaches also, if you have 2, to kind of work together, maybe offline from the group as a whole, and kind of discuss it. Again, the goal of this program is to expand your coaching circle and to give you more voices and more coaches that you could reach out to and talk with and just kind of spitball ideas as you go through this. So we try really hard not to overcomplicate it too much. If you have 2 bronze coaches, I think it actually works out really well because it's going to help you guys as younger coaches really try to reach out to each other and be able to voice some of the issues that you guys are having. I will say that in the groups that do have 2 coaches, I tried really hard. One of those bronze coaches is going to be in their first 2 years of coaching, and the other bronze coach is going to be somewhere between 3 and 7 years of coaching. So there's even kind of like a little bit of differentiation there between those 2 levels of bronze coaches. But I think this could work out really well. We went over the summary examples already in the monthly schedule. And we talked about what to do if a coach isn't participating. So we've talked about that. And then just wanted to talk a little bit about some of our upcoming events. We've taken on what over the last year, we've taken on a much more active role in running coaches education throughout the country. This last starting in January of 25, we started taking on a management role of the Eastern State, the Central State, and the ISHOF clinics, in addition to our role running the Pacific Clinic and the World Clinic that we already had. We also last year started partnering with Louisiana LSC and helping them and offering some shoulder programming at their clinic, along with our usual one or two additional regional clinics that we do throughout the year. And this year we're going to be at Missouri Valley in April. So looking at the calendar, and this calendar will grow a little bit as the year goes on, probably. But we have our next clinic is going to be in Napa. It's our Pacific Swim Coaches Clinic, January 9th. That's 9th to the 11th. Got ahead of myself there with the dates. 9th to the 11th. We've got Bob Bowman, Abby Lou, Russell Mark, Dwayne Stewart, and Laura Mitchell coming. And just added officially yesterday was Dana Skelton as well from USA Swimming. This is a great clinic. There are going to be a lot of talks. This clinic is being designed to really take you through the whole gamut from developmental all the way through college and Olympian, with talks all about transitioning from being 10 and unders all the way through transitioning age group to senior to college to elite. And then on Sunday, Bob's going to be there talking about IM training and coaching essentials. So we've got a lot for everybody. There's something for everybody at that clinic. And registration for that clinic opened today. So check out your e-news, the This Week from ASCA e-blast that came out. That's got the link for registration there. Then we get to April, and April, as you can see, is a busy month for us. The Louisiana Spring Coaches Clinic is going to be April 10th to the 12th in New Orleans. And I'm going to be teaching the planning, writing, and managing age group and novice workouts course down there, along with our physiology school. Then the next week, we're going to be at Kansas City for the Missouri Valley Coaches Clinic. Registration for that's going to open mid-January. Then the following weekend, we go to Chicago for the Central States, the 44th annual Central States Clinic. That will open in mid-January as well. We're still finalizing speakers for both of those clinics. We should start having names coming out probably in about 4 to 6 weeks for that, and registration will open for the Napa Clinic. And then our big annual event is our World Clinic, which this year will be in Orlando, September 9th to the 12th. That's a little bit later date-wise, but that is it's still falling in the timeline of it following Labor Day. And registration for that will open at the beginning of March in 2026, and there will be plenty of marketing around that as we go. So lots of stuff. So if there's a clinic coming to your neck of the woods, that would be a great way to meet up with people as you go through that. And so I've touched on a lot of stuff here, and we're really excited about it, about this program. I want to be respectful of your time, though, as we go through this. Does anybody have any questions? I ran through a lot really quickly. You can feel free to come off mute if you have a question.
So Dan, what do we tell the 2 additional coaches their responsibility is or their time commitment is?
Are you saying the ones that you're introducing to the other coaches in your group?
Yeah.
There is no time commitment. It's, hey, do you mind if I give your name and contact information to a couple of young coaches that might have some questions at some time that they can reach out to you with them? That's all it is. I do know that I know of at least one coach who was really excited that she was a cold coach this year and is bringing guest coaches onto the calls. She's lining up coaches to come in and talk for 10, 15 minutes on each of the monthly calls. So that's something, if you wanted to do that, like I said, there's no real right or wrong. But to your point specifically, Mike, you're not committing them to any set time or anything. You're just saying, hey, do you mind being a listening ear if one of these young coaches wants to reach out to
Thank you.
Dan, this is Jenny Lou.
you?
The
Yeah.
two coaches that we use to introduce to the bronze coaches, do they
Mhm.
need to be ASCA members?
They do not. Although it would be
But
great
we
if you
can
said, hey,
encourage
it
them
would be
to
what,
be ASCA
yes,
members. Okay.
absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
So fantastic. Lucas, I'm looking at your chat right now. Clarify if you're sending us meeting topics. Yes, so I'll be sending out meeting topics the last Thursday of the previous month for everybody. So that, and those are again optional. It's just something to help kickstart the conversation, but you can take the conversation down any path you want. As we go through that, if somebody knew about maybe great ways of looking at retention within a club or a way to uh, get kids within the club, that might be a good topic there, Lucas. Just going to throw that out there. So, any other questions from anybody? All right, fantastic.
Dan, I would just,
Yeah.
I know this is how it's set up, and it's awesome that it's set up this way, but there's other things to think about. We gold people, or if we're responsible for, elite level swimmers, or even not, but that's our focus. It would be great for us to be able to sharpen each other too, at that kind of that level. So if you're already coaching, double workouts, you're doing weights, you've been there a long time, but you have this one area where you really need to sharpen that and get a little bit better, maybe more specific in dry land, or maybe a little bit more yardage or less yardage, or a balance of yardages and stuff like that that are beyond what a bronze medal coach or bronze coach might need at this point. It'd be kind of good for us to be able to sharpen each other at different levels too. And I would think the same thing with bronze coaches, just kind of getting along with each other, is, they've got other things too. So I just think it'd be great for us to be able to sharpen each other at different levels. Is it possible for us to arrange to meet with each other outside of this normal, program of gold, bronze, and silver, or whatever else, informally or formally? Do you have anything set up like that, or can we just arrange that on our own?
I don't have anything set up for them at this point. That's not kind of how this program is structured currently.
Sure.
But I don't think that any coach would ever have a problem having a conversation about any of that stuff that you just talked about. And so it's certainly something that we can look at. It maybe having an informal chat amongst just the gold coaches and just the silver coaches and just the bronze coaches. That's a possibility. I will tell you, Steve, that because I think last year was your first year participating in this program. The previous to that, we did have breakout calls for just gold coaches or just silver coaches. And the reason we did away from them was because attendance was so low on them. So that's why we went to just a full group check-in. But that doesn't mean we can't revisit that as we move forward and expand the program.
Thank you.
Sure. Before we go, if it wouldn't be too much trouble for everybody to turn on your cameras, love to get a picture of a nice full screen of mentors to put up on social media. Now we do have more than one screen's worth, but we're going to do our best here and see how we can do this. Everybody can give a nice big smile. Hopefully it comes out without too much glare as we do this. All right. I appreciate everybody giving me your time today. Like I said, I want to be respectful for it. I don't want to keep you for an hour just because we block it off for an hour. Let you guys get a little bit of your day back, because I'm sure that everybody's got workouts to plan and fun activities to to deal with, and everybody could use an extra 15, 20 minutes back in your day. So if there are no more questions, and you've got my email, you've got all my contact information. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you guys and make this an incredible year of mentorship for everybody. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan, for all you do. Good luck on your flight.
Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
good
you
flight.
so much.
Thank you. Get home safe.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.